Hello and welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. Well, I can start off with the news that England have won the Test series 2-1, the decider, which, as I said yesterday on my cricket summary, I said that the match could finish on the third day itself, and that's what precisely happened as the England romped home to a 9-wicket victory in the third day of the final test match at the Lord's Cricket Ground. It was very easily done for them, and that was it. They were given a target of 100 odd runs to actually chase, and they chased it in a very, very comfortable manner. Absolutely no problems. They won the match. So I'll be talking about that game. And Anderson went on to pick up figures of 7 for 46. Splendid bowling from James Anderson, getting good assistance from this wonderful pitch at Lords. And Lords, I'll come back to that later. And then we will also, today it's the Caribbean Premier League Finals 2017, which is going to see the Trinbago Knight Riders taking on the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. So it's Dwayne Brand Bravo's team versus the Chris Gale's team. And this is the one which is everyone are waiting for, which is going to be played at Tarouba. Tarouba is the place where they are going to be played, and one is waiting for this particular game to happen. As I said, the Caribbean Premier League 2017 finals that we are looking at. Right, so and then we have a look at some brief cricket news, but let's get on to the third test and the final test, which brought a very early end to proceedings at the Lord's Cricket Ground. On the third day itself, the match was all over. In fact, Shai Hope resumed the innings along with Ralston Chase, but James Anderson, as he normally does, was absolutely in his element as he first picked up the wicket of Ralston Chase, caught behind for 3, and he also dismissed Blackwood, caught behind for 5, and that was not good going with Shai Hope playing a fighting innings of 62, becoming the second half centurion in this test match after Ben Stokes. Shai Hope making 62 with 9 boundaries. Shane Dowrich contributed 14. He was a victim of the bowling of Roland Jones for 14 with 3 boundaries. Shai Hope was an impressive innings of 62, 9 fours. But what was good about Shai Hope was his occupation of the crease, which was really appreciated. Jason Holder did his bit, gave good company to Shai Hope, and this was the hope for the West Indies to really put up a very good score on the board to defend. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Jason Holder was a victim of the bowling of Broad for 23 with 4 boundaries. Bishu got his stumps rattled by Anderson for naught, and Kemar Roche also had the same thing done, bowled by Anderson for 3. Gabriel Nodar on naught, and Shai Hope was caught behind the bowling of Anderson for 62 with 9 fours, and thus the 177 all out, which meant that with the 71 lead that was taken, it was just 106 runs to get. But look at James Anderson's figures. Wicket number 506 for him now in Test cricket. 20.1 overs, 5 minutes, 42 runs and 7 wickets. He was absolutely unplayable. Broad 19 overs, 9 maidens, 35 runs and 2 wickets. Toby Roland Jones 11 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 31. Ben Stokes 12 overs, 3 maidens, none for 41. Moeen Ali 2 overs for 6, and Joe Root 1 over for 5. 177 all out. It was a target of 107 runs were given to the Englishmen, and it was they only lost Alistair Cook, who was LBW bowled Bishu for 17 with 1 boundary, but the formalities were completed in a very, very comfortable manner by Mark Stoneman, who was not out on 40 with 5 boundaries. Wesley was not on 44 with 7 boundaries, so there was some improvement in as far as Wesley's batting was concerned. So, and that was it. And West Indies, England actually winning the series 2-1, but West Indies would have taken a lot of heart from the fact that they made England's task a bit tough. As I said, probably before the series started, one would have expected a 3-0 verdict in favour of England, But I think for West Indies, there is one batsman who is born, and that is Shai Hope. Kieran Powell is also a very good batsman, and Kemar Roach bowling has been revelation. And one probably feels that Kemar Roach was out due to injury, and Kemar Roach could bowl only 1 over for 4 runs, which was pretty sad, I would say. If at all Kemar Roach was injured or probably could not take part, really feel sad, because Kemar Roach overs are very, very valuable overs. He took his first 5-wicket haul on his comeback, and he's a wonderful bowler, and he has been another big gain for the West Indies, according to me. Gabriel 5 overs, none for 22. Jason Rolder 6 overs, 1 made and none for 16. Bishu 11 overs, 2 made and 1 for 35. The only wicket taker. Chase 5 overs, 1 made and none for 25. And as far as the man of the match was concerned, there was no doubt about it, was Ben Stokes with his all-round performance. Player of the series being shared by the English bowler James Anderson, and Shai Hope, one of the emerging batsmen from the West Indies, Shai Hope. And one is definitely going to hear a lot about Shai Hope, this player, because this player, according to me, is extremely talented, and one only wishes that it really augurs well for the West Indies cricket future. Shai Hope is really coming of age right now, according to me, because the way he played, the way he actually hit that century in the previous test match, and also in the way he has played and made 62 runs was really good to watch, and this shows the great resilience on the part of Shai Hope. So that is as far as that particular match is concerned. And now the focus will be shifting on to the one-day international series, which will be playing between England and West Indies. But as I said, West Indies can be very, very happy with this effort. Even though they lost the series 2-1, at least they probably, at the start of the series, nobody would have given West Indies a chance, as they sprung a big surprise by taking the second test match, which really made this decider very lively. And finally, it's all over, done and dusted. England have won the series 2-1. It's all over as far as the test series was concerned. But it was, one was happy to see that there was some real even contest that happened between both the teams. Right. Now from here, let's get on to the Caribbean Premier League Finals 2017. The Caribbean Premier League 2000 Finals 17 Finals is going to be played between the Trinbago Knight Riders and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Now it is going to be very interesting to see whether Sunil Narine, who has not been amongst the runs, even though he has been used as a pinch opener, Sunil Narine has not been getting the runs. One would probably go for the fact that Colin Munro is in some great touch. So I would definitely love Colin Munro to be on the top to take advantage of the power play overs, no doubt about it. And I would really say, to me, the Trinbago Knight Riders could really make a tweak in their batting order today. They could actually get two of their best batsmen at the start of the innings, and that could be Darren Bravo and Colin Munro. For me, Colin Munro and Darren Bravo should open the innings, and then we probably will have William Perkins or Hamza Tariq, Darren Bravo opening the innings, Colin Munro, Dwayne Bravo, Dinesh Ramadhan, and Daniel Christian can also be expected. And so Sunil Narine, to me, should not be the pinch opener in this particular match. But again, that is all left to the think tank of Bravo and company to decide as to what they want to do. Yasir Shah, Javon Searles, Kevon Cooper, and Ronsford Beaton. So that's the composition, and I think that's only one thing I would say, that I would allow Darren Bravo to open with Colin Munro in the finals. As far as the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriot is concerned, Chris Gayle would be definitely having good memories of the last CPL 2016 when Chris Gayle held the cup for the Caribbean Premier League 2016 when he was representing Jamaica Tallawahs, and they won it. So Chris Gayle would be very happy that is for the second consecutive time he's in the finals of the CPL and also captaining the respective teams. And Chris Gayle himself is someone who has been amongst the runs in this particular. So to me, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots openers, Chris Gayle and Evan Lewis, are absolute dynamite, I would say. And Evan Lewis, one knows that what a blinder he played the other day. So Evan Lewis and Chris Gayle will form a very, very explosive opening pair, and then Mohammad Hafiz, that wonderful stroke maker, and then Brandon King has also shown his ability to hit the ball wide and high. Carlos Brathwaite is another one who can really biff the ball. Mohammad Nabi has also shown his prowess as far as big hitting is concerned. Jonathan Carter, Devon Thomas, the wicketkeeper, and the bowling would be in the hand of Ben Hilfenhorst, Sheldon Cottrell, the man who has the salute, and Tabriz Shamsi. But I think it's all about the. It's all going to be. I think it's going to be a very well contested final, and it will be interesting to see as to how it goes. It's going to be played at Taruba, and I'm also going to see as to what exactly will be in store. I'm told it's going to be some cloudy day probably, and rain could affect the proceeding, but hope not. And Gale and Lewis are the ones who are on the top of the pile. So it should be, and Dwayne Bravo is also having the experience of actually leading teams. In CPL 2015, when Dwayne Bravo was leading the team, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel, they won the finals of the CPL 2015, as you would remember, and he would also have happy memories of that. But on the other hand, so both the captains of the respective teams have already been in a final of a CPL, and both have also been captains for the respective sides. So it should be a very, very interesting affair according to me, and one can't wait to watch the CPL 2017 finals unfold before our own eyes today. Well, dear fans and subscribers, let's have a look at some cricket news before I leave the scene here. And as far as the cricket news is concerned, the news which is coming up is that Sri Lanka are going to take on Pakistan, and they are going to make the day-night test debut. Sri Lanka would be playing the first day-night test, and this is going to happen between Sri Lanka and Pakistan in Dubai. So that is the news which is coming up, and also the new ICC rules, as we all know, they are not going to be implemented right now. As far as the India, Australia and England West Indies series are concerned in the ODIs, it's not going to be implemented. As you know, we are talking about the size of the bats, we are talking about the ball being in the bat being in the air when the run out is being affected, a lot of things, and the reviews, a lot of things. So those new ICC rules are not going to apply for the India versus Australia ODI 5-match, 7-match series, and also the England West Indies series which is coming up. Other than that, Graham Ford could well be taking over as the Ireland head coach after John Bracewell completes his term there. So these are the cricket news that have been in Sri Lanka. As I said, they'll be making the day-night test debut. Pakistan definitely have the experience of playing day-night test matches. And Sri Lanka are returning to Pakistan after over 8 years for a T20 in Lahore, and they will be playing 2 tests and 5 ODIs in the United Arab Emirates. Well, dear fans and subscribers, it's all about the CPL 2017 finals today, which I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Definitely, it's going to be the covering of the finals of CPL 2017 tomorrow when I come back to you on this cricket broadcast. Well, dear fans and subscribers, always a pleasure bringing you this daily cricket show of mine. Hope you all enjoyed this cricket show, and there'll be more to come as far as CPL 2017 is concerned when the cricket broadcast is being done on Sunday. Until then, this is your host Ram signing off for the day.